Everyone, my name is Erin Brownlee. I go to Wright State University School of Professional Psychology, and I'm here to present my research titled Individuals from Single Parent Households and Their Romantic Relationships During Emerging Adulthood, a Literature Review. So just to begin, I want to walk us through exactly what I'll be talking about today. So first, I'll do an introduction and where I discuss the aim of my current research, and then we'll go into a results analysis of what does this current literature even say about this topic. Next, we'll go into a discussion where I will integrate a lot of these results that I found. And then finally, we'll conclude on a clinical application of how this work can really apply to our clients today. So just to locate us to the topic, I will be discussing adult children within their emerging adulthood years. So these are going to be years 18 to 29. Broadly speaking, we're going to cover the idea of intergenerational transmission of union instability. And this breaks down that our parents' marital conflict and their divorce may increase the likelihood of adult children's later on relationship problems and even divorce themselves. And then finally, the aim of my project is to investigate the impact of single parent households on romantic relationships, again, in early emerging adulthood. Before we get too far on what the current literature does say, I want to note that there has been a focus on parental divorce. And this is divorce that happens after a child is already born or witnessed what it's like to grow up with both their parents in the household and seeing how their parents react to each other. There's a lack of research about non-divorce related single parents and the impacts of being raised by a single parent, again, outside of the realm of marital dissolution and divorce. However, it is widely argued that parents, and especially parents within unhealthy relationships, do have an impact on an adult child's romantic relationships themselves. This includes that an adult child may be unsure of what a healthy relationship looks like, so they may not be able to replicate it for themselves. Adult children may also show discomfort with the opposite sex if the opposite sex parent is not present within their upbringing, because maybe they're not quite sure how to behave or act or acknowledge the other sex. And then also a core belief where these adult children believe that they are the harder partner in their relationship and in their dynamic, and have a lot of guilt in that way. When going through the literature that was available and all the discussions that were made, it seemed like there was this broad idea of skills deficits when it comes to romance. And again, breaking it down further, it seemed like they were within the realms of communication skills, romantic skills, cohabitation skills, commitment issues, and even social withdrawal from other individuals when going through an emotional state. So let's start making some conclusions from this. So the research that I found, there was definitely a focus on young children's functioning and a divorced adult's functioning separately. And these were all focused on a parent's divorce or parental dissolution and how the impacts of that divorce occurred. This draws for a need for research on non-divorce related single parents and how that non-divorce related upbringing impacted a child on their later on romantic relationships. This, however, may suggest that there are adult children who experience healthy and appropriate upbringings by their single parents that were able to form healthy, long lasting romantic and even platonic relationships. So that makes the question, what is driving and what influences adult children to experience more difficulties in relationships? Is it growing up in a single parent household, or is it witnessing parental conflict? It seems to be that witnessing parental conflict is the driver of some of these struggles within romantic relationships. How do we apply this to our clients? First, we want to assess if a client has witnessed their parents' marital conflict. Is this an issue for them currently? Next, if it is an issue, we want to understand the personal implications of witnessing that conflict for that child. Again, this is going to be different for everyone, so we want to take the time to understand it and how it maybe have an effect on current functioning. After we have that understanding, we can provide skill-based treatment in those skills deficits that our clients specifically have. Thank you so much. I am happy to answer any questions.